Good afternoon, class. For my extra credit video, I'm going to talk about the intermediate disturbance hypothesis. Now, I have to admit, I don't know it too well, so instead, I'm going to bring in a few people that know it a little bit better than myself. Let's start, well, with you, Professor. Good afternoon, class. Thank you, Matthew, for that introduction. So, the intermediate disturbance hypothesis, think of it as a graph. On your x-axis here, you have your disturbance. You start off pretty low, all the way to pretty high disturbance, maybe fire, tornado, you name it. And on your y-axis, you have your biodiversity. Start off once again pretty low and raise up in biodiversity as you increase. Now, when you have just a little bit of disturbance here, biodiversity is going to be pretty low. All of your dominant species can exclude their competitors. Now, other end of the spectrum, on high disturbance, maybe there's like a huge wildfire that comes on through, you're going to have low biodiversity. Fire comes through, all the species scatter, and then they have to slowly come back in. Now in the center, you're going to have a high species diversity, because your R and your K type species can pretty much coexist at this point. Think of it as a nice curve. As you go up in disturbance, the curve goes up, finds that sweet spot, then levels back down. Let's look at all three of those examples. Well, good afternoon, class. Professor Cloud in here. Now we are in the lightly disturbed area. Oh, sorry, disturbance, not the Disturbed band. Alright, as you can see behind me, these longleaf pines are pretty much the dominant species. There's not a lot of disturbance, so they've been able to take hold, and nothing else is kind of wiping them out. So, not a lot of disturbance, these guys are dominant, they exclude all the competitors, low biodiversity. Well, class, we're here in the intermediately disturbed area. As you can see, this is the fire-treated area. Now, every few years, about 3 or 4, fire comes through. We do a prescribed burn, and it, well, burns everything around here. That's what fire does. But the great thing is, once those plants are gone, all the R and the K species can then take hold, and each one finds their own niche. So, you'll find very high biodiversity here in the intermediately disturbed area. All right, your TA Michael here. I'm here in the very heavily disturbed area. If you look at the path, which is right down in there, you can see there's such heavy disturbance that everything has been pushed to extinction. So there you go, heavy disturbance, very low biodiversity. Michael out.